heart of the Indian Ocean lies an island of extraordinary beauty and rich heritage. Known for its emerald landscape, golden beaches, and ancient temples, it is also the home for a vibrant tapestry of cultural traditions.
Amidst the lush greenery and bustling towns, the air comes alive with the energy of a grand procession that has captivated the hearts of locals and visitors alike for centuries. The Esala Asiriya.
In the heart of the World Heritage City of Kandy, there is the sacred temple of Truth. This is the Royal Palace of Kandy, which has been the residence for the most powerful royal families who ruled over this nation and considered themselves as the guardians of the Buddhist tradition of Sri Lanka.
Sacred Tooth Relic, housed in the Temple of the Tooth in Kandy, is venerated as the living embodiment of Lord Buddha. Its sacredness is celebrated with daily, weekly, and annual rituals, the most revered being the Kandy Esala Asiriya, held annually in the month of Esala. This grand procession is considered the pinnacle of Buddhist celebrations in Sri Lanka, blessed with divine significance. According to the Mahaparinibbana Sutta from the Dega chapter, 4 sacred tooth relics remained intact following Lord Buddha's Mahaparinirvana. Of these, the left canine tooth, blessed by the Sri Saddhamma for 45 years, was brought to Sri Lanka during the reign of King Mutasipa in the kingdom of Kalinga due to ongoing conflicts. In 310 AD, Princess Hemamala and Prince Danta brought the sacred tooth relic to Sri Lanka, seeking protection for it during the reign of King Kitsirimevan. Upon arrival, the sacred tooth relic was enshrined at the Ceremonial Temple, and King Kitsirimevan established the first Dalanda Perahara in Anuradhapura. The grandeur of this event filled the king and the people with awe and reverence, leading to its annual observance. The procession was believed to ensure timely rains and bountiful harvests, cementing its importance in the lives of the people. Regardless of a king's coronation, without the guardianship of the sacred tooth relic, which was believed to hold miraculous powers, he was not recognized as a legitimate ruler by the people. Throughout the kingdoms of Anuradhapura, Polonnaruwa, Dambadeniya, Yapahua, Kurunagala, Gampola, Kotte, Sitavaka, and finally Kandy, the Dalanda Perahara became a symbol of royal sovereignty and devotion, with each kingdom performing this ritual as a display of their guardianship over the relic. In the Kandian kingdom, King Bimala Dharmaraja I, despite his coronation, was not initially regarded as the true king, as he did not possess the sacred tooth relic. His persistent efforts to bring the relic to Kandy were eventually successful. Under the protection of Devanagala Ratna Alankara Thero, the sacred tooth relic was secretly transported from Delgamuwa Mahaviharaya in Sabaragamuwa through a province to Kandy. It was first placed at Dedige Viharaya in Askiriya. With the relic secured, King Bimala Dharmaraja I constructed a grand temple within the royal palace grounds to enshrine it, thus giving birth to the temple of the sacred tooth relic as we know it today. Under the stewardship of successive Kandian kings, the Dalanda Perahara flourished. Notable kings such as King Sri Rajasinghe and King Rajadhirajasinghe ensured its continuity, with a combination of devotion and pageantry that preserved its grandeur. Saranankara Sangaraja Thero, a pivotal figure in the Buddhist revival of the 18th century, played a crucial role in the preservation of the truth relic and its rituals. During times of foreign threats such as Portuguese invasions and Dutch aggression, the sacred truth relic was moved to safer locations to protect it. Today, the Kandy Esala Asiriya is regarded as the oldest cultural event in the world, continuing with all its colorful and majestic grandeur. The present-day procession remains an extraordinary blend of ancient traditions and divine worship, making it an unforgettable experience that resonates with the heart and soul of every Sri Lankan and captivates the world. From its historic origins to its modern-day celebrations, the Dalanda Perahara stands as a testament to the undying reverence for the sacred tooth relic and the enduring Buddhist heritage of Sri Lanka.
The whip crackers. They lead the way for the Perahera, announcing to the people that the procession has commenced. These whip crackers hold the task of clearing the way for the sacred tooth. And in ancient times, these whip crackers announced to the people that the king is coming in the Perahera. But now, in the present, it is the Diyavadana Nilame who will resemble the king in the procession. The elements of the Perahera are structured in a way that they make the imagery of a rainfall, and rain would never shower without the sound of thunder and lightning. The whip crackers are the symbolic representatives of the striking sound of thunder in the procession, while they request the rain gods to bless our crops and cultivations with rain and prosperity. This whip, or the kasaya, is made fully out of natural materials, including coir and other fibers. It is nearly 7 feet long in length. And today, this troop of whip crackers is led by Mr. Upali Jayaratne.
After the whip crackers, we can see the arrival of fireball acrobats in the Esala Asiriya. Getting rain is one of the main objectives of conducting the Esala Asiriya. These fireballs represent the lightning that occurs with thunder and rain, inviting the rain gods to water our lands with rain. This parade of fireballs is called the Pandam Paliya, and there are many skills and thrilling episodes of fire stunts in it. Kandyan performing arts have been classified into 5 main parts such as Wahala Ilangama, Singakkara Ilangama, Tambara Pittukara Ilangama, Natum Ilangama, and the Kavikara Maduwa. From that, these fire dancing items belong to Wahala Ilangama, and these performers had been thoroughly ordered by the king to perform in the Perahara back then. These fire dances play a major role in the procession while using different postures, different patterns, and different body parts to perform this art. They use the low, mid, and higher or hastale ranges in their space while performing their arts in the Perahara. This is one of the truly fascinating acts that can be seen in the Esala Asiriya.
After the vibrant act of fire acrobats, next we can see an honorable yet calming visual of the bearers of Buddhist flags.
Each flag consists of 6 colors, which are the sacred colors of Nila, Pita, Lohita, Odata, Manjeshta, and Prabhaswara. They represent the revered aura of Lord Buddha. Followed by the Buddhist flags, next comes the national flag bearers, who represent the national. Next in line, we can see the Disa flag bearers, who signify the proud history and glory of the Temple of Truth. These flag bearers, who carry the pennants of 12 districts in the ancient kingdom of Senkadagala. They lead their way with the bearer of the sun and crescent flag, which signifies the Hatara Korale. Followed by the pennant of Satara Korale. Next in line, we can see the pennant of the Great Lion, which signifies Sat Korale. The pennant of the Great Swan, which signifies the province of Ua. The Great White Pennant, which signifies Matale. Kahapataredi Pennant, which signifies Sabaragamuwa. Great Neruda Pennant, which signifies Tun Korale. Great Mayura Pennant of Walapane. Great Lotus Pennant of Udapalata. Great Gajasinga Pennant of Nuvarakalaviya. Great Tiger Flag of Vellasa. And finally the pennant of the Great Bear, which signifies Taman Kaduwa. They proudly represent the glory of the ancient city Senkadagala. Followed by them, next we can see the brass flag bearers, which represent the same pennants of the 12 districts. These brass flags contain finely carved emblems of all 12 districts, which symbolize the excellent quality of art and technology in the kingdom of Senkadagala. After the flag holders, we can see the army of sword bearers. They are making their way in a very calm and disciplined manner. This army of sword bearers, who are making their way in the Esala Asiriya, represents the ancient soldiers who protected the sacred foot relic of Lord Buddha. The army of sword bearers who are carrying a raised sword today are the traditional Angampara team of the Sri Lankan Air Force.
The Peramunirala, riding the first elephant in the Dalanda Perahara, once carried the royal mandate that allowed the Perahara to proceed. Today, he carries the Lekamitiya, an Ola manuscript that serves as a register of the lands owned by the Temple of the Truth, its tenants, and the traditional services provided to the temple. After the Peramuni Rala, we can see the arrival of the first heavy troop in the Esala Perahara. This heavy troop is permanently seconded to service the Sri Dalanda Maligava, and they perform their majestic skills in the Perahara as a respect and a great honor to the sacred tooth relic of Lord Buddha. The Sevisi represents the authentic traditional music of Sri Lankan culture. The history of the Hevisi takes down to the time when the Sri Mahabodhi was brought to Sri Lanka. In this Hevisi troupe, we can see the representation of 4 musical instruments out of the 5 musical instruments which are belonging to the category of Panchathurya Vadya Bhanda. They are Daula, Tamattama, Thalampata, and the Horaneva.
This is the Kotalapadaya dancing item. These dancers carry a small pot which is full of turmeric water, and by spreading it, they fulfill the task of cleaning the pathway for the sacred tooth relic. This dancing item belongs to the Pathé dance in the Kohomba Kankariya, which is the most ancient ritual of Sri Lanka. We can say that these dancers are dancing with a deep mandir, which is the basic stance of Udia dance, and they dance with a very disciplined set of footwork. Within the mesmerizing heavy sound of the Udia traditional Gataberea, these dancers make their way. These young Kotalapatya dancers give a welcoming and refreshing gesture to the audience. And today, this group of dancers are trained and led by Mr. Nalin Jayasekara of the Temple of Truth Dancing Troupe.
Following the Kotala Padaya, we can see the Malpadaya dancing item, which also belongs to the Hatpadaya category of dancing items in the Kohomba Kankariya. These dancers dance with the flower of the coconut tree, which is one of the symbols of prosperity in Sri Lankan culture. This dancing item was conducted in the Kohomba Kankariya to have timely rains and a bountiful harvest. We can see these dancers are dancing with making different beautiful footworks, beautiful formations, while dancing to the sound of Gataberea and Tatam Natuma. They perform their dance with different skills like throwing the flower to the sky and catching.
This is the Dharmaraja dance, which is another traditional folk dance in Sri Lanka. These dancers hold a white colored tassel or the chambre in both of their hands, and they dance to the mesmerizing beats of the Gataberea, Natuma, and the flute. In ancient times, this chambre was used as a fan to the king, and it gives a very pleasant feeling. Today, these dancers add much color and beauty to the perhara by their smooth footwork, which syncs with the mesmerizing beats of the drums.
This marks the arrival of Nayandi dancers in the Grand Esala Perhara. The term Nayandi refers not only to their distinctive dance but also to their traditional attire, which bears similarities with the renowned West costume, emblematic of upcountry dancing. However, the Nayandi costume is specifically donned by the dancers in the early stages of their training, before they earn the privilege of wearing the full adorned West costume, symbolizing mastery of the art. Today, this river dance is performed under the leadership of Mr. Vasanta Gunatilaka and Mr. Vasanta Rajanga.
This is the Saarang Dance. Saarang is another popular folk dance in Sri Lanka, and these dancers use a special stick with two tassels in the two ends of the stick, which is known as the Saaranga. This folk dance is inspired by the previous Chamara dance, and these dancers use specific poems known as Saarang Kavi while dancing. They also contribute to the majesty of this grand pageant by their beautiful and rhythmic footwork, which sings with the rhythm of the music.
These two elephants, who are walking to each other, help to increase the majesty of the Kandy Esala Perhara. On the mounts of these two majestic elephants, we can see the Burmese flag holders. These Burmese flag holders represents the Buddhist relationship between Sri Lanka and the Burma from the past. There are many occasions where we can see the relationship between Sri Lanka and the Burma. In the Pathé Kingdom's era, the Buddhist main rituals, Upasampada Vinaya Karma, was brought to Sri Lanka. Also, Burma helped Sri Lanka in many times as they had given to elephants Dharmaraja and Mian Raja to the Dalanda Maligawa stables as a result of that relationship from the past. These kinds of phenomena helped to build a long-lasting Burma-Sri Lankan relationships.
These are the young dancers of Sri Dalanda Maligawa troupe of dance who perform the beautiful Pathé dance in the Esala Asiriya today. Pathé is a famous Sri Lankan folk dance which uses a wooden clapper. This is one of an energetic folk dance which the dancers produce a clapping sound by striking the pathura on their body parts. These dancers sing the special poems while dancing, and these poems are called Pathuru Kavi in Sinhala. This Pathuru Kavi represents the cooperation and the religious basis of the ancient rural society. Today, as the other dancing items, they use the upcountry gatabere and the flute to give the music to their dance. Dancing while using several body shapes and various formations helps to increase the betterment and the vitality of the perahara. The movements that the dancers are using are based on the movements of the Kandyan dance. This Dalanda Maligawa troupe of dancers are led by Mr. Nalin Jayasekara.
The pantheru is an extraordinary instrument classified under the Ghana category within the Panchatura Vadyabhan. The accompanying Pantheru Natuma, also referred to as Ghana Natuma, derives its name from this distinct instrument. This dance is a central performance in numerous cultural and religious events, particularly during the sacred Suvisi Bivaram ceremonies. Legend holds that the Pantheru was originally forged from the mythical weapon known as Chakrayuda, once wielded by the Asuras in the epic battle between the Sura and Asura. Today, the dynamic and energetic Pantheru dancers are skillfully led by Mr. Palitha Hapukuda.
This is the mixed folk dance. In this dance, they combine several folk dances such as the Raban dance, the Talam dance, the Likidi dance, and the Chamara dance. And these folk dancing items are not governed by specific rules or customs, and they are commonly danced just to gain pleasure. We can see that these creative dancers are dancing while using several body shapes, and they also tend to use simple costumes. These young energetic group of dancers give the message of simplicity to the world.
We can see the energetic Tammattam players led by Mr. Sujit Ananda. The special thing about these players is They perform both playing and dancing with the Tatam Natuma. It is called the Tatam Natuma, and it is one of a beautiful and energetic performance in this night. Tatam Natuma is also called the Pokuru Bereya, and it belongs to the Vitata category of Panchaturya Vadyabhanu. And this troupe of Tatam players are the members of ය'24 Asuranada family.
Now we can see one of a fascinating dancing item that can be seen in the Esala Asiriya. That is the Raban Karakavima. And this dancing item is commonly known as Raban Kridawa in Sinhala. There are many skills in this Raban Karakavima, as spinning and balancing the Rabana. There are several tambourines or Raban varieties in Sri Lanka, as Banku Raban, Virudu Raban, Atraban, and the Karakona Raban. These Raban dances use the Karakona Rabana, and they use their fingertips and the tips of sticks to balance the Rabana. A major role in making the Perhara colorful, and these skillful troupe of Raban dancers are led by Mr. Aryapala Vijayamanna. Likeli is one of a famous Sri Lankan folk dancing item. The dancers carry a pair of sticks with the same length, and they produce a sound by striking both of them together. The dancers sing special poems that can be only seen in the Likeli dance, and those poems are called Likeli Kavi. These poems reflect the ancient rural life of the people of Sri Lanka. It is said that the Likeli dance represents an ancient method of combat. It has become an energetic and creative dancing item today. These young dancers use Udurata Gataberea, Tamatama, Daula, and the flutes as their main instruments. Dancing while making different formations help them to make the procession colorful. This young troupe of Likeli dance is trained by Mr. Nimesh Sumanratna of Sri Chandananda Buddhist College, Kandy.
This is also one of an energetic folk dancing item that can be seen in the procession tonight. This is called the Sword Dance or the Kadu Natuma in Sinhala. These dancers perform their dance to represent the ancient soldiers who protected the sacred tooth relic of Lord Buddha during the periods of Portuguese, Dutch and English invasion. These dancers are dancing to the beat of the Hatan Kavi, and they also use the Udurata Gataberea and the flute as their instruments. They are carrying swords and shields, which are used mainly as the weapons in the ancient time. They use very beautiful footworks to represent the artistry and the antiquity of their dancing item. Today, this young and energetic troupe of sword dancers are led by Mr. Hasindu Gunawardena of the Upcountry Dance Faculty.
Udakkiya is the smallest instrument among the percussion of Sri Lanka. It is a small hand drum, and these dancers perform the Udakkiya Natuma while singing, dancing, and playing the Udakkiya. It is said that the Udakkiya belongs to the god Sun. They sing Udaki Kavi while dancing, and the special feature of this dance is making the Udaki Gete by combining several Udaki drums. Also, the players can change the tune of the Udakiya by tightening and loosening the rope in the Udakiya, and that is a special feature of that drum. These skillful troupe of Udaki dancers are led by Mr. Mantusa Bandara Tennakon today.
This is the pride of the upcountry dancing tradition and the most awaited segment of the procession. This is the arrival of the West dancing troupe who are dancing as a great respect and honor to welcome the sacred casket which is on mount of the majestic royal tusker. They welcome the majestic tusker who is walking on the pavada and under the Vienna by singing the Gajaga Vannama to the strong sound of Udarata Gataberea. The dancers who are wearing the most sacred costume of upcountry dancing tradition gives a unique color to the procession. And these dances represents the pride of Sri Lankan culture to the world this night. This is one of the most ancient dancing items of Sri Lanka, and it began from the ancient ritual Kohomba Kankariya 2500 years ago. It is said that they wears the most sacred costume of Malay king, and this West dance was added to the Kandy Esala Asiriya in 1990. And along with the West dancing troupe, here we can see the Kariya Karavana Koraga walking before the majestic royal tusker, who is the official in charge of organizing and conducting the procession. He is also the official who informs the time and the date which is the procession is conducted to the Vidanivaru of the 10 villages. He has the responsibility of conducting all the festivals of Sri Dalanda Malika on time, and he wears the white costume today. As the rhythm of the drums intensifies, the West dancers, adorned in their traditional attire, gracefully exit the procession. Their elegant movements, a tribute to centuries-old Kandyan dance traditions, have paved the way for the most sacred moment of the Perahara. Emerging from the shadows of the evening, carried atop the majestic tusker, is the sacred casket, the Dalanda Karanduwa. Contained within this casket is a symbol of profound reverence, the sacred tooth relic of Lord Buddha. Though the relic itself is not paraded, the Karanduwa is honored as its divine representation, evoking a sense of awe and deep spiritual connection among the devotees. Tusker, chosen with the utmost care, strides with majestic grace, each step deliberate, as if knowing the magnitude of its sacred burden. Flanked by torch bearers, the light from their flames dances off the golden casket, illuminating the night with a soft, ethereal glow. Chants of Sadhu, Sadhu, Sadhu echo through the air, a collective prayer rising from thousands of devotees. The sacredness of the moment transcends time, uniting past and present, as this very procession has for generations. As the Dalanda Karanduwa moves forward, it is more than a symbol of protection and blessing. It is a testament to the unwavering faith of the people of Sri Lanka and the enduring power of the sacred tooth relic. As the grandeur of the Dalanda Perahara draws to a close, another vital tradition awaits. the Diyakapime Mangalya, a ceremonial water cutting ritual that symbolizes purification and the end of the Esala festival. This ancient custom is conducted on the banks of the Mahabali River, where the priests of the four Devala perform a sacred act to bless the waters and ensure the continuity of life. With swords raised high, the priests slice through the water, marking the completion of the spiritual journey undertaken during the Perahara. This act of cutting the water represents a cleansing, a renewal that paves the way for prosperity and protection for the people and the land. Following the Diyakapima is the Dawal Perahara, a smaller yet equally significant procession that serves to bless the city of Kandy one last time. It is a gentle and reflective conclusion to the pageantry and devotion witnessed over the preceding nights. Though the crowds have begun to disperse, the spiritual essence of the Perahara lingers, as blessings are offered to the land, the waters, and the hearts of those who have witnessed the sacred spectacle. With the Diyakapime Mangalya and Dawal Perahara, the cycle of devotion is complete, sealing the sacred bond between the divine, the people, and the natural world. But the essence of the Perahara is not limited to these grand rituals alone. Deep within the heart of this sacred festival lies another powerful tradition that breathes life into its soul: Kandyan dancing. The elegant steps and rhythmic movements of the Kandyan dances are not merely performances, they are a celebration of culture, identity, and spiritual devotion. These dances carry forward an ancient legacy, their bodies becoming vessels of tradition passed down through generations. In our next episode, we will dive into the world of Kandyan dancing within the Perahara, exploring the artistry, history, and personal experiences of those who dedicated their lives to this profound form of expression. Join us for an in-depth interview with renowned dancer and artist Charika Satahan, who will take us behind the scenes of this timeless art. From the grace of each movement to the story behind every step. Episode 2 will reveal the heartbeat of the Perahara, the artistry of Kandyan dancing. The journey continues in Esala Asiriya Season 3.